How wonderful that while our corrupt administration is trying to find ways to eradicate our community, the conversation that we're having is about who has it worse, trans women or trans men. Allow me, if you will, to settle the trans oppression Olympics. The answer to the question is no one. We both lose. Our entire community are the biggest losers. Discrimination and oppression come in a variety of flavors. Unfortunately, all the flavors are awful. It's obvious that they're using different tactics on trans men than they're using on trans women, and maybe that's what we're responding to. It's undeniable that the majority of the rhetoric is targeted at trans women. Why? The answer be as simple as they just forgot about trans men? Or is the answer more complicated, more nuanced? Might it have something to do with how threatened they feel by trans women and how threatened they feel by trans men? This generation, probably because of the readily available gender-affirming care, has enjoyed a glow-up in relation to past generations. Because of that, trans people are able to blend in much more easily, yet we're more visible than ever before. Non-trans men have had a more intimate, knowing relationship with trans women than women have in recent past. The fact that men know us very well intimately is a secret that they keep and we keep. I think because of our increased visibility, women have realized on some level that they share their men with trans women. The fact that we share men is not up for debate. It's a fact. This became very clear to me recently when I started to listen to the videos that they're making. Biological women, as they prefer to be called, are now looking at vaginoplasty, commenting on their appearance right after surgery and after it's healed. You wouldn't have to do any research if they had the courage to just ask the men, and the men had the courage to answer them honestly. We've all seen the interviews where a female person is interviewing a trans person and then acts like they're shocked when we tell them that we share their men with them. Their surprise is purely performative. Because of the patriarchal nature of our society, men are the prize. When you look at it that way, it makes more sense that they don't want us to win anything. No prizes and no medals for you. What's also interesting is this focus on that we can always tell. The implication is that if any part of us is even slightly masculine, then we've failed at transition, ignoring that they would also fail at the same level of scrutiny. The fact is that all women fail at meeting the unrealistic beauty expectations sent by men, that now, surprisingly, are being enforced by women. Look how often people fail at maintaining their ideal weight. How often do they fail at finding the right cut and color that makes them more desirable? What's true is that the bar is set so high that everybody is just trying. Failure is part of it because no one, a few people succeed, but most people never get to that perfection, that beauty, that top of the standard. Even when there is success, it's short-lived. Time takes that success right away. Another tell is when womanhood is being discussed, both men and women are now using the same argument. An argument that excludes everything else about womanhood except for the bodily functions, reducing women to nothing more besides periods and pregnancies. Since the 60s, haven't been women fighting to make it clear to people that they're more than just baby makers? Now they seem more than willing to reduce womanhood to a conversation about tampons. When asked, what is the importance of fathers? Most often the response would be, boys need fathers to teach them how to be men. Yet a girl becomes a woman after her first period. You see what I'm saying? Biological men aren't worried about trans men stealing their women. The same can't be said for women. Let's go back to men being the prize. Are all men the prize? If you listen to what men are saying, they're saying that only big, strong, handsome men with money are considered a prize. Short, weaker, less attractive men are the booby prize. In which bucket do you think they'd put our amazing trans brothers in? The fact that trans men are mostly being ignored is discrimination. It's oppression. So which is worse? People screaming at you or people ignoring you? Trans women are assigned the responsibility for labels created for trans men. Chest feeder. Trans women aren't feeding anybody with their chests. Pregnant person. Trans women don't get pregnant. Assigning blame to trans women for those terms serves both of their purposes. It allows them to loudly accuse trans women while ignoring trans men.